No, I feel good about being engaged. I'm looking forward to getting married, but it does feel weird to be engaged, to have made it to what is the finish line, because we almost broke up several times over the few years that we've been together. As recently as a few months ago, one night we almost broke up because I was trying to sleep and she ate an apple in bed. What kind of psychopath eats an apple in a silent room? Think about that for a second. Like, even when it's being chewed deliberately at its quietest, the sound of an apple being eaten still registers on the Richter scale. She's gonna do it next to a sleeping body? I can't plan a future with a sociopath like that. That's one of my pet peeves. I hate the sound of people eating most foods. Like, I hate the sound of chips being chewed. I hate the sound of soup being slurped. So it goes without saying that I really hate the sound of someone eating cereal, which is just a combination of the sound of something crunchy being chewed with the sound of a liquid being slurred. It's just a combination of my two least favorite things. Like, I feel about hearing someone eat cereal the way Mike Pence feels about gay refugees. I don't share his politics, I just thought it was a great metaphor. But yeah, it also feels weird to have made it all the way to the engagement, because for a while my fiance and I, we were long distance, and while we were long distance, we explored an open relationship. When you're allowed to be with other people, open relationships are very difficult to navigate, all built on trust, honesty, communication. So of course we had to go over each other's lists, right? Like, I have a list of women that I would like to sleep with if I one day become super famous. And my fiance has a list of men that she will sleep with if I ever sleep with anybody else. And it's just messed up. It's like, my list is based entirely out of lust, and hers is based entirely out of spite. Like, I want to fuck Rihanna because she's beautiful, and if I do that, my fiance wants to fuck John Elway because he was my childhood hero. It's like, that's some next level shit. Eventually, though, her strategy will backfire because my other childhood hero was Magic Johnson, so. Listen, I know it's fucked up. We can acknowledge it's a great joke. We can explore the open relationship, though, because there are no children involved. I don't have any children, although I do have goddaughters. I actually have 4 black goddaughters. My best friend from high school, my best friend from college, both black men, both had daughters, both asked me to be the godparent. So now, God forbid, should something happen to both of them, there's a chance that I, a Jewish man, will be responsible for raising 4 black women, which really takes the whole godparent responsibility and kicks it up a notch. But I do think I could successfully do it, partly using some of the same advice that my parents used to raise me and my Jewish sisters. You know, tell them things like, most of the world is not going to like you, but be proud of who you are. And don't let anybody but your husband see you without your wig on. I feel like it takes a lot of cultural understanding of both groups of people. But if the words lace front and shaitel mean anything to you, I just hit that one out of the park. A lot of people don't know about Orthodox Jewish women wearing wigs. A lot of the Jewish stereotypes are very surface, and they bother me a lot. Like, I have a necklace that I wear that has a Jewish star on it, and one day some dude just walked up to me and goes, "Yo, how come Jews got all the money?" And I was so offended by the ignorance of his question that I couldn't even finish my caviar. There's senseless hate all over the place, though. There really is. Like, in New York, the people that New Yorkers hate, people from Los Angeles. And the number one complaint from New Yorkers about people from Los Angeles, they say everyone in LA is fake. Thing is, people in New York are too real. Like, ask someone from LA how they're doing, and they might tell you something about their manager or their agent and a project they're excited about coming up, and that's annoying. Ask someone from New York how they're doing. They're like, the train was all fucked up, so I was late to my girlfriend's abortion. Then when the train finally got here, a homeless guy gets on, covered in blood, sneezes in my mouth. So when I finally get to the clinic, now I gotta get tested for AIDS. Anyway, how you doing? Like, I'm all right. I'm just excited about this call from my agent about this project I have coming out. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for coming out. Enjoy the rest of the show.